I'm gonna do what I should have done a long time ago, and that is to review the Survivalist. It's been a while, but we should absolutely review him. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna review him step by step. What I'm first gonna do is review the basic stats and ability description, how the tower looks per level, basic attack and ability animations, and then finally, once we reach the conclusion, we're gonna talk about how this tower should be used. And now, without further ado, we can start. Oh my gosh, dude, it's been forever since I've done a tower review. Literally forever. And here we are, the Survivalist. So starting off, he does 2 damage, attack speed 1 with a range of 10. He also has the ability to unstun, but then after that, it's a 15-second cooldown. It looks quite all right. He's got on his left hand a first aid kit, which is used to unstun. On his right, he's got a gun, a handgun. He has a very confident survivalist face. He has a blue body armor with a red torso. That looks like an ugly combination, but there's a reason behind that. There's actually lore behind his look. So if you haven't played Undead Coming, they finally fixed the dialogue. They revamped the dialogue, and it gave us a little bit of story behind this guy. So essentially, this guy sets up a call for help, right? Because he's in this apocalyptic scenario. And in that, he was kind of expecting that his own team, the red team, would come and help him. But of course, that didn't happen. Instead, what ended up happening was us, the blue team, actually came to help him. Now, whether it be because he saw that, we're his enemies and he wanted to compromise, or he saw the genuine good nature of our heart that he decided to defect. Because in the dialogue, he actually has just the red torso. He doesn't even have the blue body armor. It isn't until you get into the shop that he has the blue body armor, signifying that he's on our team now. I think that's why he's wearing it. So, lore-wise, it makes sense why he looks like this. All right, let's see some attack animation. Okay, so he's got some recoil in that pistol. Not bad. All right, here's his level 2. 5 damage, attack speed still 1, and his range 10. Okay, so for his next level, his attack damage goes from 2 to 5. His attack speed remains the same. His range remains the same. But he decreases his unstunned cooldown from 15 seconds to 10. All right, and that's what he looks like at level 2. So he just gets bandages. That's pretty much it. No difference other than the bandages. All right, let's see some attack animation. Come on, come on. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, just the recoil of the handgun. Still looks pretty good. All right, so for his next level, he goes from 5 damage to 15. Attack rate is the same. His range gets increased from 10 to 11. He also gains cloak detection and decreases unstunned cooldown to 8 seconds. All right, that's his next level. Not much of a change except for a gas mask. So gives him the apocalyptic look. All right, let's see some attack animation. Yeah, looks relatively the same. All right, so for his next level, he goes from 15 to 25. Attack rate, the same. Range is also the same. But he decreases unstunned cooldown to 5 seconds. All right, now he has a different look. The gun changed to like a revolver. He's wearing some survivalist boots. The bandages look a little bit worn and torn. Not worn and torn, but the color has changed to a much darker brown. He's got a whole survivalist backpack. Very nice. All right, let's see this attack animation. Ooh, the sound is different. Still shoots the same, but nevertheless, really cool. And for the next level, he goes from 25 damage to 45. Attack rate, the same. Range goes from 11 to 12. He gains the ability to unstun all towers within his range and gives them a 10-second force field, blocking 1 stun, decreases unstunned cooldown to 2 seconds, and gives a 5-second force field. And he cannot be stunned. And there's his next level. So he primarily remains the same, except his medkit now changes to a better medkit. He also has this hat that I've seen repeated a lot throughout apocalyptic games. Looks really good, man. Looks really, really good. And of course, he's got his ability as well, Rescue. So he can't get stunned anymore. And of course, he throws his med kit down to protect my heavy gunner here with an incredible shield. Very good. So say this guy were to be stunned. Of course, his machine gun would break. But say this guy were to be stunned and we want to rescue him immediately. All we got to do is press F. And boom! That AoE sanctifying healing. He's not bad, man. He's really, really good. Overall, I would say that the best bet to use Survivor in is to make sure that you bring him along on maps where there's a lot of stuns. Like, for example, here, yellow mode. There's a lot of stunning. Hard mode also has quite a bit of stunning, but he's more so used for team tactics rather than solo, I would say, in that mode. He can also be used in an incident as well. There's a lot of stunning characters like the Steam Elephant, Caleb, Minish, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of stunning, so he actually accelerates in that. But keep in mind, solo-wise, not so much, but on a team for sure. I will say, though, there are times when he can have his drawbacks where, for example, in red mode in particular, I noticed that there's a lot of things that stun you repetitively. And unfortunately, this guy sometimes cannot keep up. But in teamfight scenarios, he can absolutely dominate if you have a bunch of survivalists down. So at that point, it's a matter of numbers. I will say also, he cannot protect you from characters like the Cookie Stealers, which delete your tower, right? He cannot protect any tower deletion. It's practically impossible, despite the force field. So don't be fooled. He can't protect you from that. Overall, Survivalist is a really, really cool tower to have. You get him from a special side mode. He can unstun your towers. He can't be stunned himself. He's a really, really good support tower, especially in team fights. When it comes to solo, yeah, he can be good, but it's kind of debatable. Like, for example, I'd be Incident without him. But overall, any map that has any form of stunning enemies, he'll just really heavily excel in, especially in team fights. But yeah, that's the Survivalist tower. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Hope you give him a shot and actually decide to use him as well. And with that, I'm going to be calling it here. Goodbye. Goodbye.